In a series called Vault 7, exposing the illegal spying by the CIA on Americans and everyone that uses devices and software. Top of Drudge Report: CIA hacking tools exposed, spy in your screens, hunt for the WikiLeaker, spooked. Series of leaks changing secrecy landscape, Snowden government paying to keep software unsafe, listening to Internet of Things. Why does all this matter? It doesn't matter if you're not doing anything wrong, right? That's the same lame excuse that we consistently hear from idiots out there. Okay, I'm sick of it. This is why it matters. The Fourth Amendment. Okay, we already knew all this was happening from Snowden and from leakers before that, from Thomas Drake of the NSA and William Binney, whistleblowers from the NSA before that, and many others. One more time, it comes out now through WikiLeaks. The CIA is spying on everybody illegally. The Fourth Amendment states the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. You can't go on fishing expeditions and just blanket search the entire populace of the United States and much of the world, which is what these criminals in the shadow government deep state are doing. It should piss you off. They're blackmailing Congress, officials in our government, officials in corporations, executives in corporations, to go along with this one world government technocracy takeover of civilization. It is totally illegal. It's treason against the United States. It's a violation of our Fourth Amendment. It's unethical. And don't give me that bullshit. I don't care, because I'm not doing anything wrong. It affects us all, because people in power are being blackmailed by the information that the intelligence agencies, now today, the CIA has power over people. And they can blackmail you and get in your life and destroy your life with the information that they have stolen illegally with no warrant or probable cause. Back to these headlines, and we'll get to the actual WikiLeaks press release. But this is what the media is saying about it. WikiLeaks publishes biggest ever leak of secret CIA documents. 8,761 documents published by WikiLeaks focus mainly on techniques for hacking and surveillance. Here's some highlights. CIA hackers target smartphones and computers. The Center for Cyber Intelligence, based at the CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia, has a second covert base in the U.S. consulate in Frankfurt, which covers Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. The program, called Weeping Angel, describes how to attack a Samsung F8000 TV set so that it appears to be off but can still be used for monitoring. Of course, the CIA declined to comment on these leaks. CIA turned Samsung smart TVs into listening devices. Malware activates microphone while TV appears off. FBI prepares for new hunt for WikiLeaks source. So if the FBI is preparing to hunt for them, then they must be accurate leaks, right? WikiLeaks says it has obtained trove of CIA hacking tools. WikiLeaks releases trove of alleged CIA hacking documents. Edward Snowden WikiLeaks document dump on CIA hacking capabilities looks authentic. WikiLeaks releases alleged CIA hacking secrets. WikiLeaks unveils Vault 7, the largest ever publication of confidential CIA documents. Another Snowden emerges. And of course, you can see the contrast between the mainstream media, Washington Post, New York Times, Guardian, and alternative media, Zero Hedge. Zero Hedge does a great breakdown. One of the documents leaked was a chart. You can see here. The link will be in the description below this video. Do your own research. I don't have the time to. I'm giving you a brief overview. Be aware this is going on. This is very real, and you need to care about what the hell is going on, because they're using this stolen information to control our world and enslave us. Continuing, Snowden. What the WikiLeaks revelations show is reckless beyond words. The Wall Street Journal cited an intelligence source who said that the revelations were far more significant than the leaks of Edward Snowden. Mr. Snowden's leaks revealed names of programs, companies that assist the NSA in surveillance, and in some cases the targets of American spying. But the recent leak purports to contain highly technical details about how surveillance is carried out. That would make them far more revealing and useful to an adversary, this person said. In one sense, Mr. Snowden provided a briefing book on U.S. surveillance, but the CIA links could provide the blueprints. Continuing, former NSA whistleblower, Trump is absolutely right. Everything was being monitored. That ties into this story. And of course, that was William Benny on Lou Dobbs. He went on Fox News mainstream media. We've had a breakthrough. The mainstream media, Fox News, is now talking about the deep state, shadow government, this illegal, unconstitutional, surveillance state. Okay, it's all coming out. Thank you to Donald Trump. Continuing, CIA contractor on Vault 7 leak. There is heavy shit coming down. And now let's go to the source, WikiLeaks. Vault 7 CIA hacking tools revealed. Press release. Today, Tuesday, 7th March 2017, WikiLeaks begins its new series of leaks on the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, codenamed Vault 7 by WikiLeaks. It is the largest ever publication of confidential documents on the agency. The first full part of the series, Year Zero, comprises of, again, 8,761 documents and files from an isolated high security network situated inside the CIA's Center for Cyber Intelligence in Langley, Virginia. It follows an introductory disclosure last month of CIA targeting French political parties and candidates in the lead up to the 2012 presidential election in France. Recently, the CIA lost control of the majority of its hacking arsenal, including malware, viruses, trojans, weaponized zero-day exploits, malware, remote control systems, and associated documentation. This extraordinary collection, which amounts to more than several hundred million lines of code, gives its processor the entire hacking capacity of the CIA. The archive appears to have been circulated among former U.S. government hackers and contractors in an unauthorized manner, one of whom has provided WikiLeaks with portions of the archive. Year Zero introduces the scope and direction of the CIA's global covert hacking program, its malware arsenal, and dozens of zero-day weaponized exploits amongst a wide range of US and European company products include Apple's iPhone, Google's Android, and Microsoft Windows, and even Samsung TVs, which are turned into covert microphones. Since 2001, the CIA has gained political and budgetary preeminence over the U.S. National Security Agency, NSA. The CIA found itself building not just its now infamous drone fleet, but a very different type of covert, globe-spanning force, its own substantial fleet of hackers. The agency's hacking division freed it from having to disclose its often controversial operations to the NSA, its primary bureaucratic rival, in order to draw on the NSA's hacking capabilities. By the end of 2016, the CIA's hacking division, which formerly falls under the agency's Center for Cyber Intelligence, CCI, had over 5,000 registered users and had produced more than 1,000 hacking systems, trojans, viruses, and other weaponized malware. Such is the scale of the CIA's undertaking that by 2016 its hackers had utilized more code than it had used to run Facebook. The CIA had created, in effect, its own NSA with even less accountability and without publicly answering the question as to whether such a massive budgetary spend or duplicating the capabilities of a rival agency could be justified. In a statement to WikiLeaks, the source details policy questions that they say urgently need to be debated in public, including whether the CIA's hacking capability exceeded its mandated powers and the problem of public oversight of the agency. The source wishes to initiate a public debate about the security, creation, use, proliferation, and democratic control of cyber weapons. Once a single cyber weapon is loose, it can spread around the world in seconds to be used by rival states, cyber mafia, and teenage hackers alike. Julian Assange, WikiLeaks editor, states that there is an extreme proliferation risk in the development of cyber weapons. Comparisons can be drawn between the uncontrolled proliferation of such weapons, which result from the inability to contain them, combined with their high market value and the global arms trade. But the significance of year zero goes well beyond the choice behind cyber war and cyber peace. The disclosure is also exceptional from a political, legal, and forensic perspective. WikiLeaks has carefully reviewed the year zero disclosure and published substantive CIA documentation while avoiding the distribution of armed cyber weapons until a consensus emerges on the technical and political nature of the CIA's program and how such weapons should be analyzed, disarmed, and published. WikiLeaks also decided to redact and anonymize some identifying information in year zero. For in-depth analysis, those redactions include tens of thousands of CIA targets and attack machines throughout Latin America, Europe, and the United States. While we are aware of the imperfect results of any approach chosen, we remain committed to our publishing model and note that the quality of published pages in Vault 7, Part 1, Year 0 already eclipses the total number of pages published over the first 3 years of the Edward Snowden NSA leaks. A mouthful. Continuing. Analysis. CIA malware targets iPhone, Android, smart TVs. And it gets into all the technical lingo here. You can go read it for yourself, once again, in the description below. CIA malware targets Windows, OS X, Linux routers. CIA hoarded vulnerabilities. Cyber war programs are a series of proliferation risk. Are a serious proliferation risk. U.S. consulate in Frankfurt is a covert CIA hacker base.